Alright, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV live from Lanier for round number 5. Oh, the Dirty Old Bastards, the Blues for your Corporation, World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcars Series qualifying. For race number 2, we turn the lights on. Once again, my name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Thursday evening. American Friday the 13th here in Australia, so we'll stay away from the Black Cats. We're waiting for our first few drivers to get onto the racetrack. So once again, if you're joining us live on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button. If you're joining us on YouTube in 1080p, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the share button as well. Share it to all your social media pages. Brad Spartle in the 555 rolls out onto the racetrack along with the 73 of Alan Samel, and race number 1 winner Anthony Lopresto as well. Spartle with the 12.937, Samel 12.717, and Lopresto with a 12.696. Let's get our top 10 qualifying all up on the screen. Brad Spartle with a 12.677, Alan Samel with a 12.584, Anthony Lopresto with a 12.409. Once again, going to the top of the speed charts. Lopresto continuing his good form. In car number 21, it's hard for him to be known as empty anymore, considering that iRacing has given us 3 or 30 gallons. So we're going to change his name from empty to full. It is Tyler Henselman in car number 21. In car number 93, finishing 3rd, your defending World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series champion Chris Roberts. And the winner at the Knoxville Raceway a few weeks ago here in the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, the 31, Tyson Landis. 3 cars on the racetrack for group qualifying. First lap coming through, Tyler Henselman. He is going to set a time of a 12.632. Chris Roberts with a 12.711. Landis with a 12.733. Henselman, can he improve? He does. He goes to position number 2 with a 12.411. Roberts goes to P4, make that P5 with a 12.630. And Tyson Landis with a 12.430. Well, times are a lot closer than what they were in the first race. So these drivers have got something figured out. Coming out onto the racetrack in the Mobile 1, car number 77, Aaron Schaefer. Aaron Schaefer in car number 77. A regular here with the Blues for your Corporation Dirty Old Bastards, not only 360 but 410 Sprint Car Series. Finishing 2nd in race number 1 in car number 11, Zach McLaughlin. And that were your 2 drivers in this one. So Schaefer and McLaughlin in group number 3. So someone obviously missing their grid. Schaefer with a 12.878. McLaughlin with a 12.454. Goes to position number 4. Schaefer with a 12.818. He improves, and McLaughlin, he will not be able to improve. No time coming through on that one. In fact, it was a 13.5, but due to contact with the wall, it is a no time taken for lap number 2 for Zach McLaughlin. In car number 37, he was a challenger for the race lead. He put a slider on your winner, and those 2 had some contact. It's the 37 of Zane Scott picking up a feature win in the 360s on Tuesday night. In the 127, he's been a previous feature winner here in the Dirty Old Bastards League. It's the 127 of Stephen Hill and Taylor Howe. And the Swindell Speed Lab, car number 29, Zane Scott gets the green flag. Here on a qualifying session. 12.477. Whoa, Stephen Hill, quick time with a 12.368. Taylor Howard with a 12.904. Zane Scott with a 12.369. And Stephen Hill goes quicker again with a 12.319. Whoa, Stephen Hill and Zane Scott go to position 1 and 2. Let me say, I was not expecting that, and that puts just under a tenth and a half between our top 6 drivers. Oh boy. Well, that rolls. The Steel Cycle eBay 005 entry. Go away, caller. I'm busy. The 005 of Brandon Steele. In car number 39, it is Jimmy Prakash. And in car number 22, he's been able to successfully put that car on the front row multiple times in 360 and 410 Sprint Car Series. Picked up a podium. In the 22, it is Jason Nygaard. Brandon Steele first lap time is a 12.479. Prakash with a 12.942. No time taken for Nygaard, so we'll have to wait and see what his second lap produces. Oh, contact with Steele and the wall. Prakash with a 12.703. And Jason Nygaard, position number 2. Whoa, look out. Jason Nygaard with a 12.365. Woo boy. Times are very, very close. This is going to be exciting, no doubt about it. So the next 3 cars to come onto the racetrack in the next gen fab. Car number 67, Mark Pinsky. Mark Pinsky in car number 67. In car number 53, rolling out of pit road right now, it's Tom Prakash. And in the STP 07, it is Brent Rees. Brent Rees in the 07. So Pinsky, the first driver, to get a lap here between these 3 cars. So we've got a lap time he can produce. It's a 12.730. Prakash with a 13.075 and a 13.053. For Brent Rees. Pinsky lap number 2 looks good. It's a 12.582. 587. He goes to position number 10. Prakash improves with a 12.793. Brent Rees improves with a 12.988. Prakash in 15th. Brent Rees in position number 17. Second last group of cars to come out onto the racetrack. In the Pace Motorsports car number 44 entry, it is Ryan Pace. In the Quaker State number 32, it is James Taylor. Just 2 cars in this one, which will have 3 cars in our final group of qualifying for race number 2. So it looks like 22 cars. We'll be taking a time. Ryan Pace with a 12.814. With a 12.814 for Ryan Pace. A 14.489 for James Taylor. Can these drivers improve on their second lap? Ryan Pace, he does so. No, he doesn't, in fact. So 12.814, 16th clip. James Taylor will improve on a time, but not on position with a 14.346. In our last group of qualifiers here at Lanier. So if you're watching live on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button as well. If you want to watch it in 1080p, head over to youtube.com/ultimatedirttv and you can watch it live on YouTube as well. 2 streams going through the one at the moment. In car number 6, Alex Orions rolls out onto the racetrack in the 03. It is Justin Zapp. And it looks like those are the 2 final cars on the racetrack. We were meant to have John Lopresto out there as well, but not making the call for race number 2 qualifying. So waiting on times to come through. Right now, Alex Orions with a 13.132 and Justin Zapp with a 13.162. And safe to say, right now, qualifying done and dusted. 21 cars once again have taken a time. Stephen Hill is your quick time award here for race number 2, which means he will start on the pole for tonight's 40-lap main event. A few cautions in race number 1. Hopefully these drivers can get that rectified here in race number 2. But well done to Jason Nygaard in the 22. Is second quick with a 12.365. Zane Scott with a 12.369. Anthony Lopresto with a 12.409. Tyler Henselman fifth quick with a 12.411. So a top 5 separated by less than a tenth. But that qualifying being done and dusted, the session has been advanced, and we'll go through tonight's Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on the pole in the 127, it is Stephen Hill. To his outside on the 22, Jason Nygaard. At a position 3, the 37 of Zane Scott. He will line up alongside Anthony Lopresto at a position number 4. At a position 5, it is the 21 of Tyler Henselman. At a position number 6, it's the 31 of Tyson Landis. At a position 7, the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. To his outside in the 005, it is Brandon Steele at a position number 8. At a position 9, Alan Samel lines up alongside Mark Pinsky. Chris Roberts inside row number 6, and on his outside is Brad Speidel. Starting out of position number 13, the 29 of Taylor Howe. He lines up alongside Jimmy Prakash, Tom Prakash, and Ryan Pace. Occupy row number 8. Row 9 inside, Aaron Schaefer. On the outside is Brent Rees. Alex Orions out of 19. Out of 20th is Justin Zapp, James Taylor out of 21st, and John Lopresto at a position number 22. 40 laps on the board. Race number 2. The green flag is out. Who's going to pick up the final race of the night? Oh no, Jason Nygaard. There could be a meatball flag incoming, and yeah, that car does not look to be turning. So hopefully he can get that car off the racetrack before the yellow flag comes out, and he does so. So well done to Nygaard, but unfortunately his bad luck will continue. However, race continuing on up at the front of the field. Stephen Hill, Zane Scott. Zane Scott going to go the big slide, jumping into turn number 1 and 2. It is complete right now. Hill looks to fight back on the inside. No, tucks in behind him into turn number 3 and 4. Zane Scott, you've got a new leader. He will pick up the 3rd lap in tonight's feature event. He gets a little bit over the cushion. Turns 1 and 2, but starts to pull away from the 127. That is Stephen Hill in second. You're watching him on screen right now. So that's your top 3. From left to right is Zane Scott, the race leader, Stephen Hill, and Anthony Lopresto. We venture back through the pack, and no surprise, Tyler Henselman and Chris Roberts. And while you throw in Tyson Landis as well, Brandon Steele, Pinsky, and Samel. 3 wide they were in turns 1 and 2. Pinsky going to go to the inside. Samel on the top side. Steele through the middle. Literally great racing all over the racetrack for the time being. Henselman is bringing Landis with him. Landis looks like he's got a faster car at the moment. And Landis going to go the big dive bomb into turn number 1 and 2. Henselman, he's going to work back around the outside of that 31. So a great battle going on for 6th and 7th right now. And then right behind, oh no, right behind him there was a great battle as well. Oh, Stephen Hill upside down. Uh-oh. Hang on to your hats, we're going to have a couple of replays of this one. There may have been contact there from Lopresto in that 257. Yeah, I believe there might have been just as he was trying to turn it down underneath him. Let's have a look. In fact, let's have a look at the back of this, and yeah, you can just see that Lopresto just gets him. And while that happens, we turn our attention to the cockpit view of this one. So a replay up on your screen right now. And hang on, because you're about to go for a ride, boys. It's never good when you see sky dirt, sky dirt, sky dirt. Thankfully, it's a sim. And Brennan Steele, luckily to miss that one. That car, oh, Prakash, that's Jimmy Prakash in the 39 coming through, but he gets off the racetrack. Oh, we're back underway. So, I feel like I'm watching the first race all over again. McLaughlin and Roberts. Uh-oh, Landis and Steele. We stay green for the moment. Henselman on the outside trying to work over the 11 of McLaughlin for 4th right now. Teammate on the inside, Alan Stamell. He's going to pick up position number 5. Bumping Henselman back to 6. Yellow is out on the racetrack. And it is going to be the 6 of Alex Orions. Let's have a look what happened here. This is down the back straight away. Let's get the old chopper view. So Schaefer, he's just holding his line, and unfortunately for Orions, he kind of came up a little bit there, but I have a feeling it's not done just yet with, because that number 6 kind of was sitting. Oh, might have been done actually. It just stopped on the entrance into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, look, for some reason I don't think anyone's going to buy your slightly used bet race car. I flag lap number 46, but hey, once again, nice qualifying effort, Jason Nygaard. Zane Scott, Lopresto, Roberts, McLaughlin, and Samel, your top 5. Henselman, Pinsky, Howe, Pace, and Landis, your top 10. Look at Roberts. He is so good on the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to make it work on the inside. But Lopresto and Scott, at the moment, they are just too good up top right now. McLaughlin, who finished 2nd. So top 3 from race number 1, they're sitting 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And all 3 of those drivers looking to bag a couple of podiums right now. Now there's just a big scrap going on. Just fantastic racing side by side. Landis gets into the back of Taylor Howe. We have a look at our front runners. Oh, please, off the racetrack, thank you. Battle for the race lead. Scott and Lepresto. Lepresto starting to close that gap. He's got it down to less than 4 tenths. In fact, make that 2 tenths right now. As Lepresto through the middle in turns 1 and 2. Zane Scott is going to continue on to the race lead. This is unbelievable racing here on such a small track. Literally no room to make an error. Ryan Pace up to position number 6. Look at the 44. Work the outside, and as I say that, he gets out of shape. Coming off a turn number 4. So Pace looking for a top 5. In fact, he has it at the line. But Samuel going to work back to the inside. Zane Scott and Lepresto back out to a 2/10 of a lead. Not sure who that was, blinking all the way down the back straight away. It is Brent Rees, and let me tell you, that's not what you want to see as a race leader or even a guy that is in second place. So coming up to complete the 30th lap. In total, we go into lap 47. Scott makes a mistake, and Lepresto. Wow, this is going to be a fine line if he puts that in there. But he backs out of the throttle, gives the respect to Scott. Oh, Sprintcars, he keeps it going. And both the race leaders, well, we're now in the lap traffic. Remember, the white flag comes out of lap 46. So as it stands, we've had 32 laps complete. Looks like we've got about 13 to run. Slide jump from Lepresto. Oh, the timing of that slide jump. How about that? Alex Orion's coming back out. We're not sure. Oh, please don't say it's a 53, Tom Prakash. Yeah, it might have been actually. Prakash, Tom Prakash in the 53 gets a little bit out of shape. And unfortunately, well, he was trying to do the right thing, so that 53 will be back on pit road and talk about having a bit of luck. A slide job from Lepresto on Zane Scott. And just as he's completed the move, the yellow flag came out. So Zane Scott would be felt a little hard done by.
Single foul, white flag, lap 49. Let's try and keep the momentum and go to the end.
Alright, so I think we got this complete lap 36. To run. We're in the main event for race number 2. Thank you for joining us, Sean Scott. Well, Zane Scott did have the race lead for most of this race, but whoa, a slider again from Scott. And he catches the wall down the back straight away. He has got some momentum right now into turn 1 and 2. The low side slide jump complete. Lepresto back to the inside. Scott pulls the wheels down after getting contact with the wall. Lepresto hangs on. Whoa, here we go. The battle on. Look at Pace on the outside. 3-1 into turn number 1 and 2. Samuel trying to cement his spot in the top 3. Zane Scott gets into the wall. Pace has to back out of it. And Zach McLaughlin up to position number 2. Oh, Zane Scott again. The wall is not being his friend right now this late in the race. He drives around Samuel. Looking to drive around McLaughlin as well.
9 to go.
5 to go, I think it was. Or no, 9 to go. White flag lap 49, so we've got a bit more than 10 to run. Scott picks, oh no, Samuel upside down, Lannis involved, Hansel and Ryan Pace. Let's have a look at an instant replay. So we'll have another look at the replay here. You can see Ryan Pace on the outside. There's a little bit of contact there. Well, I'm not sure if Pace can do anything about that one. Let's have a look at the cockpit view. You see there's a little contact there. And yeah, his revs are already down. So he wasn't full throttle, so it definitely was not intentional, to say the least. So white flag, lap 52. That brings us inside of, at least inside of 10 to run. I dare say we're going to be coming close to about like 6 to run.
Like.
7. Okay, there we go. Thanks, race control. Thanks for chiming in on that one. Seven to go. Here we go. Anthony Lopresto gets the field back underway, and we are green. Zane Scott, can he produce a miracle in these last 7 laps? Can McLaughlin, can he pull a rabbit out of the hat right now? These drivers are really running on the ragged edge right now. Uh-oh. There's contact. Yellow is out. The 360 done from McLaughlin. He keeps the car going, but have a look just at the contact here. Saw it live as it happened. You're watching a replay right now. There it is, unfortunately. So this is going into turn 3 and 4. So keep an eye on the black and gold car. You see it gets a little bit out of shape there, and unfortunately just drives down the racetrack a little bit as he was trying to keep that car from spinning out. In 11, unfortunately, he's involved in that one. He gets put back to about 8th place, according to the ticker.
On the green, tighten up, single file, white flag, lap 55. 5 laps.
5 to go. There we go from race control. So once again, thanks for joining us here on YouTube and Facebook. You can check us out at facebook.com/Ultimate Dirt TV or youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Make sure you hit the like and follow button on Facebook. Make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube. We are live weekly. Once again, we're back to green flag racing. 5 laps left to run. And look at Roberts on the inside trying to make it work. Into 3 and 4 they go. Oh, Lopresto and Scott. Lopresto made a little bit of a mistake. Zane Scott got into the back of him. He had so much momentum. They're into 1 and 2. Looking at these two cars right now, Zane Scott looks to have the fastest car. Lopresto just, he's trying to hang on. Scott gonna throw a slide job in 1 and 2. Wow, that was close. Oh, well stand there. Could that be Scott's only chance? 2 to run. Here in race number 2, Lopresto looking to go back to back right now. Scott hanging on, Roberts in 3rd. The white flag is out. They will race it out to the end. No more yellows. Through 1 and 2. 2 more turns to go. Back to back here in round number 5 of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Anthony Lopresto gets the job done. Zane Scott in 2nd. 3rd went to Roberts. Well done on the podium. A great race. It had everything. It had just sliders, some great racing. And what a way to finish out tonight's main event. Lopresto once again double down. And we will have a chat. In fact, it's going to be nice because we're going to have all 3 of our drivers here in for an interview, and we might as well. Well, we're going to start with. We're going to start with 3rd place. bring him in here, and in fact that's second place, so we'll bring in third place right now, Chris Roberts. Chris, congratulations, third again here tonight. I guess you'll have to take what you can get.
Yeah, once again, thanks, Brett. You know, another third place. Be nice if I could get back on qualifying good again. Been qualifying mid-pack on back and having to work my way up through the field. But Anthony, you know, that first race, he was in another zip code. That one, him and Zane were having a good battle, and I was just hoping somebody would slip up and I could maybe sneak a victory or at least sneak into second place there.
Well, you've passed quite a few cars tonight. I think you passed 5 or 6 in the first one. I think you started 9th, I believe, and then you started 11th in this one. So, I mean, when it comes to passing cars, you know how to get around cars and find your way to the front. So, I mean, overall, you've got to be happy about that.
Oh, yeah, always happy about that. You know, that's why Al likes to call me the catfish. You know, I use that bottom, and I know how to make it work. And I think our second yellow, I think it was, I was already up to third place just using the bottom.
Well, you bag a couple of podiums, and it's certainly great for your points going forward in defending the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars Championship. So, I mean, overall a good night, but once again, why don't you thank the sponsor before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, it was another good night, and, you know, first off, gotta give a shout out to the guys there racing. That was a nice long run, middle of the race. I don't know exactly how many laps it was, but, you know, 20, 25 laps, somewhere around there it had to have been. That was a nice job. So nice job, guys. The usual, gotta give a shout out to Blue Sphere helping us put this on. You know, that's he enjoys helping us and running with us when he can, and we enjoy his support and putting on some great racing. Ultimate Dirt TV, you, Brett, you know, once again, another, you know, you get to do some stellar jobs with some great broadcasting, and, you know, we try and bring you the best racing we can each night. Dirty Old Bastards, as you've seen, you know, put on some good racing tonight. That first one had more yellows than I'd like to see, but that second one, that was a stellar show there. The one that you just watched, DTB, Alan and Tyler ran into some problems, unfortunately. I was able to, you know, get a podium for the team there. Everybody who comes out supports the series, you know, and all you folks out there watching us, you know, thank you.
All right, there you have it. That was Chris Roberts coming away with a third place. We go to our second place finish for the driver of the 37, Zane Scott. Zane, congratulations. You led for quite a bit of that race there, but timing on a slide job from LaPresto just turned out to be so crucial in the end there, but still a second. You've got to be happy about that.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy for second with the way that that race was starting to end there. The car went away pretty bad, and LaPresto was all over me and forced me into a couple mistakes, drove around, and then from there on I was unsettled and out of my rhythm and just couldn't get him back. I feel bad on that one. I want to apologize to Zach. I took him out there, kind of driving a little reckless.
It looked like those sort of last 5 laps there. I mean, it looked like you had a faster car than LaPresto, but you know, opportunities didn't really arise too much to where you could throw that, you know, slider and be very clear of him.
That race was starting to end. Yeah, he definitely. We kind of talked about, and we kind of agreed I might have been the faster car, but just couldn't get a rhythm. And then if I threw the slider on him, I knew he was on the top and he's gonna have a good run. I threw it there a couple times. He was able to drive right around me. So I mean, it was good racing, and I enjoy racing with guys like Anthony. They're pretty fun to run with, and they're fast and they're clean.
All right, man. Well done on second place. Why don't you thank the sponsor before we let you get out of here?
Yep, you guys at Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett, Dirty Old Bastards, and Chris for putting this on. Northwest Ohio Boys Racing Series, Lanier Speed Equipment Village Pizza House, Gressman Power Sports, and Ohio Truck Sales for all the support.
All right, there we have it. Zane Scott comes away with a second place, and for the second time tonight, he finds himself in victory lane in 257. Anthony LaPresto. Anthony, congratulations on going back-to-back here tonight. I mean, a race that you really had to work for that one, and you got a little bit lucky there with a slider when just before that yellow came out.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start putting a bounty on me before long. Deal. Yeah, I definitely got a little lucky on that slider. The timing. We're side by side. It looked like coming to the line, so I'm not really sure who was ahead of who there. So I kind of got the lucky end of that deal, and yeah, just with all the yellows, I kind of kind of got me off my rhythm a little bit there at the end of the race, and you know, I was having a little bit of trouble entering top 3 and just couldn't get it in there the way I wanted to. So Zane was a little faster than me on entry to 3, and that was helping him a lot. So lucky to come away with that one for sure.
And those last 5 laps, it looked like Zane might have been a little bit quicker than you, but you know, you managed just to hold your line, and you know, he couldn't sort of make a move to, you know, to throw a clean slaughter. And was that the way you seen it, or did you think you had the faster car?
No, that's exactly it. It's about it. I mean, maybe in 1 and 2 I might have been a little bit quicker, and then in 3 and 4 he was probably a little bit quicker. And you know, a lot of it comes down to consistency. I mean, a lot of guys want to focus on, you know, running 3 gallons or just run like a fast qualifying lap to look fast, and it's really mainly about maxing that bitch out and just going for it, you know, sending it up there and getting the lap time on the high side full of fuel and just figuring it out. That's the main thing. So it's all about consistency and getting the muscle memory built. So a lot of guys need to work on that, but you know, there's a lot of good talent that races with DLB, and they're a lot of fun to race with. A lot of good guys in here like Weston Newell and Zane Scott, and you know, like a lot of my teammates, Brad Spidle, and a lot of them guys run a lot. So definitely some good drivers, and yeah, a lot of fun.
Well, you mentioned the word consistency. Consistency it is for you tonight, picking up 2 wins here tonight. Once again, why don't you thank the spots before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, I got to thank all my teammates at UW Motorsports. Got to thank all our sponsors at Colby's Eye Paints, Ultimate Dirt TV, Next Gen Fab. As always, got to thank DLB for running this thing. They do a fantastic job. And thank you guys for casting. And see you guys next week.
All right, there we have it. Anthony Lopresto comes away with the win here for the 2nd race in a row. That will conclude everything here live on Ultimate Dirt TV, whether you're watching it live on YouTube or live on Facebook. If you're watching on either platform, make sure you hit the like or subscribe button. Make sure you do that on both of them, actually, just to send out a bit of support here to everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV. We want to thank Blue Sphere Corporation for allowing us, and we want to thank Dirty Old Bastards as well for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action here on not only a Thursday night, but also a Tuesday night for the 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, obviously the 410s on the Thursday nights. 2 races per night. Round number 5 draws to a close. Next week we are at the halfway stage of the season. A grueling 12-week series, so 24 races in total, so the 360s and the 410s as well. Race number 11 and 12 next week, same time. First one will be we go live at about 9:15. And then the second one, we go live at about 10:15. So if you want to stick around, or if you want to be notified when we go live on that one, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. And make sure you hit the like button on Facebook as well to be notified of when we are live. On behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, my name is Brett Wheeler saying good night. We'll see you next week.